number one reason people die early.
Africa today. And one of the brutally unfair realities of life is that where you were born can dramatically change how and at what age you die. There's a really fascinating measurement called years of life lost, which measures how many years shy of the realistic maximum life expectancy people die. So if a person can hope to live to age 86 but then dies in a car accident at age 21, those 65 years are considered lost years of life due to car accidents. It's basically a way to measure why people are dying early. Hundreds of researchers from around the world collaborated to collect and analyze that data for each country, and the result is this map. It shows the leading cause of early death in each country for 2013.
Stroke in China. Oh, actually, more than just China. I can see that. Chat, guys. I didn't mean to laugh.
Stroke this.
Look at Africa. People die early here mainly because of infectious diseases like pneumonia, malaria, and diarrhea, which are easily treated in places with stronger health infrastructures. And people are dying young in these places. 4 out of every 10 deaths in these poor countries are among people under 15. Meanwhile, in Saudi Arabia, even though half the population is forbidden to drive, traffic accidents are the #1 cause of lost years of life. There's a trend among young guys who see how crazy they can get on the road. Between that and the lax speed limit enforcement, 19 people die every day on Saudi roads. It's the same problem facing young guys in other neighboring countries.
No disrespect. Chat, analytically, chat, I'm actually impressed that green didn't apply to India. I get it. A lot of other problems in India. But I've seen some of the videos of the roads. Actually, I've seen videos. I can't even say the roads because I don't. And listen, some of the things that they have are not even roads. Chat, guys, have you seen the videos?
Over in Venezuela, 25,000 people
they do whatever they
were
want.
homicides last year, making violence the leading cause of years lost. Only around 8% of crimes are prosecuted, so gang violence usually goes unchecked. It's a similar situation in neighboring Colombia. In Syria, where a bloody conflict rages on, war was the leading cause of lost life. In China, a lot of people are dying from stroke. This is actually an indicator of a major transition in the region. As the economy in China has industrialized and surged over the past 3 decades, infectious diseases like the ones we saw in Africa dropped dramatically due to better health infrastructure. But a stronger economy means eating more fat and sugar, moving less, and breathing a lot more air pollution. Plus, they're living longer. All of these factors increase the likelihood of stroke.
That actually makes sense.
Then there's the wealthier countries, where heart disease is the #1 cause of early death. Strangely, it's actually the sign of the privilege of old age, since heart disease is generally considered an age-related disease. See, in poor countries...
Chat, can they not kind of differentiate heart disease at a time where heart disease is so prominent that it's just kind of like natural death compared to heart disease death as in self-inflicted too early? No? Guys, if you're 80 years old or whatever, you get some heart attack, brother, isn't that kind of normal? 80, 85, whatever. Is that the sign of like, is that the sign of like a heart disease death at like fucking 45?
In poor countries, the biggest threat is diseases that kill people early on in life. But in rich countries, death typically comes after a much longer life, even if it's earlier than the life expectancy. So the good news is that overall, years of life lost are decreasing in almost every category worldwide. People are living longer overall. So even though all this talk about death...
Dude. Measles, tetanus, meningitis. What year? 90s?
Even though all this talk about death seems kind of depressing, it's actually really good news.
I hope none of these shivers will come back in. Chat, if the people are dumb enough, it actually might though. Chat, guys, is that fear mongering, chat, or is that like a?
We paid